Welcome!
Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick, and Part 8 to What If Mercenary Tao Turned Good. Before we get into it, be sure to check out the Omniverse's homepage, where our channel mascot Omni will direct you to the Discord, both Google Docs, and everything else the Omniverse has to offer, along with smashing the like button, subscribing to the Omniverse of Nick, sharing the Omniverse around, and turning on all Omniverse notifications, and commenting future requests and expectations in the comments section. With all that said, let's begin. We open up where we ended off last time. Great Ape Radis was on a siege attacking the Z Fighters, and he begins to get more and more powerful. It's like the injuries that he had before he almost died and then turned ape, that doesn't even matter anymore. And the small advantages that they've had, it's like, it's not even doing anything. Soon, Krillin's on the ground and can't fight anymore. Yamcha's on the ground and can't fight anymore. And Tao is barely able to even stand, but he still tries to fight. Then King Piccolo arrives, but none of the Z Fighters have time to even think about why he's back and younger, and why they sense a very familiar signature in Kami and everything else coming this way. King Piccolo realizes very quickly Kami was not lying. All of his children are killed, and he is very much on the back foot. Roshi is then put on the ground, and he can barely fight, and it seems like Great Ape Radis is about to kill them all. But just then, a large, huge slash sound can be heard, and Great Ape Radis grunts. Yajirobe was with our group, remember that. So in place of Vegeta, he slices off Radis's tail. This is happening a lot sooner than canon. Radis shrinks back down to normal. And now the injuries are now taking full notice, because not only has he gained consciousness of what has happened, but he is very much so confused and, injured and everything like that. Now the group has the advantage once again. Roshi, that yes, I've mentioned this is not DBS Roshi, so he can't spam evil containment, but he does have enough energy to lock this weakened Radis. Since he is around the same power level as him now, he has enough energy to use the move one last time. So, he does it, but King Piccolo sees this as the perfect opportunity. These fools really thought that he was on their side, and he uses a reversal of the evil containment wave, just like Frost and just like Piccolo. Tao rushes in, but King Piccolo just smirks. Kami rushes in also just as this happens and says, "Stay back, Tao! It's a trap!" And King Piccolo catches Tao in the reversal wave. And now Kami knows their strongest warrior just got contained. King Piccolo is helping Radis? And Yajirobe just runs as fast as he can. King Piccolo now holds the containment, which has Tao. Very reminiscent to how they held him. And he says, if any of them even step a foot near him, he's going to make sure that their friend Tao never comes out to see the light of day again. Radis is so confused right now. Not only does he have to process the fact he went ape and almost died, but this Namekian, he helped him? Why? King Piccolo says it's nothing personal, and he really doesn't care too much about the Saiyans. But he knows that he can't conquer the world alone. And if these Saiyans are about conquering, a partnership can be held, at least until King Piccolo's sure enough that he doesn't need anyone's help anymore. For now, he is willing to work with Radis and his comrades, and whoever else, just until he gets what he wants. And him helping Radis is the first step towards that. He just needed the right moment. Radis is very puzzled by all of this, thinking that a Namekian would want this, and everything that's going on, but he smiles and accepts this. But just then, a large, huge spear rings out from across the destroyed city, and it plunges straight through King Piccolo's stomach. Raditz blasts the other spear, and the perpetrator and person behind this is none other than Teen Upa. Remember, I said Upa was going to become a main 2 and come back one day. This is that time. King Piccolo, through his dying moments, sprouts out an egg, hatching a reincarnation, Piccolo Jr., much later in the story. And he explodes and dies. Kami catches the egg, making sure that this version of Piccolo never becomes bad. He will see to that personally. Tao cannot believe this. First, all of them were about to die because of Great Ape Raditz surviving. Then, he got locked in a wave by King Piccolo returning, go figure, and now, a person that he had to redeem himself towards and said he was going to become a warrior just saved all their lives and saved him from the vessel. And Tao and Upa face each other, and it seems very tense for a moment. But Upa says, "Long time no see, Tao." And he looks around, and he's just as confused as everybody else. Then everybody asks him, most of them want to know who he is, because many of them have never even met Upa. And the rest, like, where have you been? Like, what's been going on? And Upa says, while he wanted Goku to be here, he saw a very gigantic monster wreaking havoc, and he noticed many of warriors traveling up to the lookout and training and everything. So he saw that whenever that ape was attacking, that something must have been going wrong. So he told his father that he thinks that now his training has prepared him to at least give the fighters some kind of hand. But then he saw the ape disappear for good, and he figured maybe he should have a bigger advantage of helping. So he rushed faster than he ever has before, but he wants to know, where's Goku? And Roshi says Goku is on King Kai's planet, training. So now they got to figure out what to do from here. Because, for one thing, Kami can handle that egg of Piccolo, but Roshi looks over and says he doesn't know how Goku's going to react to his brother still alive, and what they're going to do with him. None of them are strong enough to take care of him right now. And Raditz, he should be thanking them. Like, everybody just saved everybody. Raditz is very surprised by this, and he thinks about this for a long moment. He thinks, should he betray them, just like that Namek, and end up dead like him? Or side with these Earthlings for now, and then team against them when his comrades show up? But then they'll see him as a weakling. They'll probably just kill him anyway. So, Raditz ultimately makes up his mind and decides to team with them for now until Kakarot comes back. Then he'll figure out where his destiny lies. He can't do anything right now, and he honestly thought he was dead, not even going to turn ape. So, it's just, for now, he'll side with them. But this is not, like, don't mistake this for him being all good and, like, joyful like Kakarot. Roshi says that's fine. They don't really have an argument against it because they have a lot of training ground to make up after this. And Raditz kind of owes it to them for saving his life while also trying to end it and blah, blah, blah. It's like it's a multiple time thing. Meanwhile, King Piccolo makes sure that to put the egg somewhere until Piccolo Jr. hatches. And then he knows that whenever Piccolo Jr. grows, he's going to make sure that no evil of King Piccolo ever surfaces in his mind, or any part of King Piccolo ever comes, ever again. Tao and Raditz are very tense here, because Raditz was going to team with King Piccolo with Tao in that jar, and so Also, Raditz caused all the trouble with them before and then turned ape. It's very tense between the two. But they decide the only way that they can do this and trust each other, and for Raditz to be trusted at all, is for them two, the strongest here, to train. So, believe it or not, they go in the hyperbolic time chamber. But no, they are much too weak, because remember, Kid Goku went in there for not even, a month or something and almost died. So, the Earthlings were exempt from that during the Saiyan arc, but considering this story has gone so different, I'm going to say for Tao and Raditz's specific setting here and their training to actually work, they go in the hyperbolic time chamber only for 3 months. So this exceedingly excels their power levels, but they can only stay in there for 3 months, because like I said, they're not that adept to stay in there for a year yet. Tao emerges from it, no longer with his casual attire, robe, and dressing, but with blue boots, blue wear, blue gloves, and pink armor. Pink Saiyan armor with the Turtle Hermit symbol still there. Tao has fully exonerated to a new look for himself, aspired from the Saiyans. And Raditz has donned a look similar to his good Raditz sketches from games, fandom, Masako, you name it. Just good Raditz. And as for Yamcha, Krillin, Upa, Yajirobe, and Roshi, they train exceedingly harder to make sure that they're ready for Nappa and Vegeta, because they almost died to Great Ape Raditz, and they used everything. And were it not for small moments with Yajirobe, King Piccolo, and Raditz, and Upa, they would have all died, and the Saiyans would have conquered the planet for sure, with maybe Goku coming at the last second. So yeah. And Gohan, he is fully, as I've said before, gotten into a handle of being a Z fighter, and with Piccolo not, training him that way. Not to say that Piccolo training him that way was awful, because obviously it's made him into the guy he is today, and that talking about Gohan's a completely different story, but point is, Gohan is a full exonerated Z fighter. Kami decides to stay as young Kami and train like this just in case he's needed, but he more or less just stays as he is, the Guardian of Earth. And I feel that he would stay as young Kami. Roshi talks about what to do from here, and Tao says all they can do is wait and make sure that they're ready for whenever the Saiyans arrive. They've trained almost to the best of their ability, and there's only so much farther they can go. The Saiyans will be here soon. Raditz and Gohan have moments, which would be honestly nice from games and just honestly a much better calling to what happened in canon. And then Kami begins to train a growing Piccolo Jr. Goku reaches King Kai's place, meets King Kai, unlocks the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, but he is informed by King Kai that he forgot about the whole 2-day, thing and everything like that. But the good thing is, he doesn't need to be wished back by the Dragon Balls. So, this means Goku just instantly, he speeds at the fastest he's ever gone before. He doesn't even need to bother to wait to be wished back or anything like that. He just flies as fast as he ever has in his life. And the fated day arrives. Vegeta and Nappa arrive on Earth. Will our fighters be actually able to go without any losses this time in the story? Even though it's gone, obviously, many different occasions in stories before, including mine. Or is all of what has happened just a cause for the absolute pain and darkness that's about to precede itself with Tao's redemption story?
Now get out!
What?
Get out! Everybody get out!